Hey guys, I'm here with a tutorial on how to create ringtones using songs that you have already purchased or loaded into iTunes. This tutorial works for Windows 8 or Mac OS X Mountain Lion. So let's get right into it. First things first, you're going to have to open up iTunes, obviously. And then you're going to want to make sure that this little tab up here is selected to music, the music that you want to turn into the ringtone from the drop down menu there. And you're going to find the song that you want to turn into a ringtone, and you're going to right click it. Just so happens I want to turn Stand by Sunlux into a ringtone. And Sunlux, if you're watching this, you put out a fantastic album. Thank you for putting it out. I'll try to provide a link in the video if you want to download this album, but it's a phenomenal album. You're going to right click the song, and you're going to go to Get Info. Okay, you're going to go to this Options tab across the top here, and you're going to select the in range and out range that you want by adjusting these right here. It just so happens I've gone ahead and looked where I want to go, so we're going to go 147.2 to 226.6. And you shouldn't really make it longer than 30 seconds. I know I'm going to, because I couldn't cut down even more than I wanted. So we'll cut that, and then if you play it, it's set the play range right there. Anyway, so it'll end where you set it to end, and then what you're going to want to do is right click on the song, and you're going to select Create AAC Version. Now don't stress if you don't see that option. You might see Create MP3 Version. It has to be AAC for it to work as a ringtone. So what you're going to do is go to your preferences, and this is where Mac and Windows kind of differ. In Windows, there will be a little icon up here that you'll click, and it'll be your drop-down menu. It's going to be the same thing as clicking on iTunes up here for Mac. Either way, in Mac you can hit Command, comma, or in PC you can hit Control plus comma. So we're going to do that. That'll open the preferences, and you see here in preferences we want to go to Import Settings. You'll tap Import Settings, and you can select AAC encoder from this drop-down menu, and then you'll have that option, and then click OK. While you're in here, you may want to go ahead and make sure that this box for tones is checked. That way you can find your new ringtone later after you've created it. So once we've adjusted the playtime, and once we've made sure that we can create an AAC version of it, we'll go ahead and right click it and select Create AAC Version. Okay, and you'll notice we've got a 39-second clip here. You can tell what the new one is either by the length, or what I do, I've enabled this up here. You can right click on this, on the attributes column, and you can select Date Added. If you uncheck that, I'll check it again. That's how I have everything sorted, is by date added. And if you just select that, it'll be the first one there. Okay. The next thing's next. You want to go ahead and, well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and go back to the original and reset the play. I did that by Command I on Mac, Control I on Windows. The same thing is just right click it, go to Get Info. Uncheck both the start time and the stop time, and that'll reset it to the original song. If you try to play it, it'll start at the beginning. Okay, so we'll go back to the newly created ringtone now. We'll right click on it. For Mac users, you're going to find Show in Finder. For Windows, you're going to want to select the option for Show in Windows Explorer. So we'll go ahead and click that. With Mac, this is where it becomes a lot easier. For Windows, it's a little more complicated, and I'll have to explain a little more. For Windows, what you're going to do is you'll have a menu that pops up in this area. When you click on this, you're going to want to go to View at the top of your menu in Windows, and make sure that the box for File Name and Extensions is checked. It's located along the top part of the window toward the right. So you just want to make sure that's checked. And then once you've done that, you can right click the song and select Rename. This goes for Windows. For Mac, you're just going to hit Enter on it, so we'll rename it that way. But on Windows, right click and hit Rename. And all we're going to change is this extension. You see how it says .m4a? That's an iTunes recognized audio file. We're going to change it to .m4r, which is the iTunes recognized ringtone format. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to iTunes and we're going to delete the newly created song. If it prompts you, you're going to keep the file. You select keep file. Okay, and then you're going to go back to either the Finder window or your Windows Explorer window, whichever operating system you're using, and you're going to just double click it or drag it into iTunes. And you'll notice it starts playing, but it doesn't show up in your music. That's because it is now in your ringtones. Let's see. I'll put it by date added. And we'll sort it that way. And you see my song Stand by Sunlux is now a ringtone. 39 seconds. Probably too long to go on my phone, but there you go. If you have any questions, please comment below. And I hope to hear some feedback from you. You guys have a great day.